Hey, what's good? It's Avery Gonzalez here from Digital Harvest Solar, and in today's video, we're going to talk about a particular digital marketing strategy for solar companies that is really simple, but really powerful and important when it comes to getting more customers through Google. Specifically, the Google business listing, the most powerful free form of marketing you have access to. And I'm going to make some recommendations using Triton Roofing and Solar as an example that you can take a look at with your solar company, make the similar changes, and see drastic results and improvements. So really quickly, I'm going to take you here to our website, digitalharvestsolar.io, and show you what lens we're looking at through here and why we're focusing on Google My Business and some other aspects that would help this company really move the needle and help you too. We see this as the different stages of growth that every solar company goes through. It's the seed, the sprout, the root, and the harvest. And we move from left to right. We don't skip steps. When you start on the left and move to the right, you maximize your return on investment at every stage in the game. Today we're going to focus specifically on this seed section, which has everything to do with Google My Business, and the sprout section, which has everything to do with reviews and your online reputation. So again, we're using Triton Solar from tritonsolarco.com as our example today. And diving in here, really quick, by the way, if you go in the description below this video, there's downloads, there's links to the website, blog posts, and things that go deeper on the subjects I'm going to share with today. Make sure to check those out before you finish here with us. So if we do a search for Triton Solar in Colorado Springs, we get a screen that looks something like this. You won't have the same pop-ups and things that I get with all the tools that we use. But you can see here on the right-hand side is their Google business listing. And so we're going to do a quick audit of this and show you some things that you can take to the bank to help your business grow. So let's look here. And if you've watched any of our previous videos, you know that we focus on a couple key aspects here. First is photos. This is usually where we get people. If you open up photos here, and you scroll on the left-hand side, you can see that these guys have photos. They got a good number of photos. We could just keep scrolling here. I would guess there's probably about 50. More is always better, but this is a great starting point for these guys. And it's not specifically where I would focus the most of my attention here. The golden nugget is coming up here in just a moment. As we do another quick scan here, we can see that they've got the category, solar energy contractor. We see the address, hours, phone, all that's on here. It would be a misstep if it didn't have some of this stuff on here. There's no Q&A, which is an underutilized opportunity here. We see they're taking advantage of Google Posts, which not everybody is doing. That's a good thing that they're taking advantage of. We talk more about that in other videos. This piece here is the description for the Google business listing. It can be up to 750 characters long. This is very underused right now, and you'll notice that there's no keywording in here. There's no words that say Colorado Springs or any of the other service areas that they have, and they only have the word solar panels, clean energy. There's just a lot more that could be done with this description to help this business listing get found more frequently. So one of the things that we do in our analysis, and I think is a good practice for you, it's a very easy thing to do as well, is if you do a search for something like Colorado Springs solar companies or solar installers or whatever it may be, and you see these other companies that pop up in this Google Maps section, you want to pay attention to what they're doing, because Google's giving you clues about what's important to show up in this section and start getting the lion's share of traffic and people that are wanting your services. Okay, so let's look at Peak View Solar as an example of what to do, and because they're here, right? And take a look at what we would need to do with Triton Solar to get the same visibility. So if we click on them, we open this up. One of my handy tools is going to take effect here. It's called GMB Everywhere. It's a free plugin you can get on Chrome. And you can see the GMB categories listed for this actual business listing for Peak View Solar. So shout out to Peak View Solar for listing multiple categories that make sense for them on their listing. Their primary category, though, you can see here is solar energy company. It's the first one listed. If we look here back at this page, every single one of them has a primary category: solar energy company, solar energy company, solar energy company. Okay, let's take a look at Triton and see what they got. Let's pull them up here. Solar energy contractor is the first one. If we look under the map section here and pull their individual listing up, We'll get some more data here on the left-hand side as it populates. And we can see that their first category is solar energy contractor. The secondary is solar energy equipment supplier. We compare these to what we found for PeakView, and we can see that they do not have solar energy company. So big, massively important thing to pay attention to is what is the primary category that you have on your Google business listing, and does it match what other companies have that are in the area for the big keywords that you're going after, the big traffic that you want from people looking for your services. Okay, so this is a big deal. May not seem like a big deal. It's a big deal. Follow the primary category that you have for other companies in your area that are showing up in maps. Again, shout out to PeakView Solar, somebody who's done it right. And that'll get you more traction from people showing up, your business showing up in search. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. There's other things that we talked about here, but that's the biggest thing that's most important for this company to do right now. That's the seed section here. It's Google My Business. Again, check the description below this video. There's more info, content, blog posts, downloads, all kinds of stuff that go deeper into this subject. Sprout has to do with the online reviews. If we take a look at the companies that are dominating here in Colorado Springs against Triton Solar, we have Blue Raven and EchoMark, obviously PeakView. Look at how many reviews these guys have. 200, 160. Okay? We look at Triton, we have 9. Okay? We have 9. Now, one thing that these guys have going for them, okay, is very attentive, okay, responsiveness from the owner or somebody in the office, okay? So every single review has been responded to, which gives a big thumbs up for doing that. That's a very positive sign for Google and your potential customers. But we're lacking the volume and the number of reviews. So if you don't have some kind of a system set up to get reviews on a regular basis, and it's not leaving it up to the reps or somebody from the office to ask for those reviews, right? If you don't have a system in place, it's just not going to happen. People don't just, wake up in the middle of the night and say, I got to leave these guys a review. And even if you ask them nicely, sometimes they still don't do it. Sometimes they need to be asked multiple times, right? So we have systems in place that we create for our solar clients that put these processes in place, so it's totally hands-off. Customers leave more reviews. You get better search visibility in Google. We have more reviews to respond to. All this just works together to get more visibility for the company. Okay, so with that, I'll leave you here. All right, pay attention to Google My Business categories. Set them up the correct way. Make sure that you're following what other people in the industry are doing in your area that are ranking well inside of Google search. And that's just one big thing that you could do. Takes a couple minutes to do it. Helps set you off in the right direction. And of course, stressing again the importance of reviews like I've done in other videos and getting those more consistently coming in and with higher volume. So if you have any questions, simply respond in the comments below. Love to answer them. Share this with a friend if you found it of value. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. Check out some of the other videos that we've got going on that might help you grow your solar business and get more traction with your digital marketing. This is Avery Gonzalez from Digital Harvest Solar, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.